Good morning from the second age of reason. We're here to just give you a brief thing about the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, or as it's known in the Atlantic side, the TTIP, or TAFTA, Transatlantic Free Trade Agreements. These things are sold as free trade agreements, but they're more than that. They have hidden in them things that undermine the sovereignty of nation-states. And so, right now, Congress is looking at what they want to do about it, and the President has asked for fast-track status, meaning he can just go ahead and unilaterally agree to it, and then Congress has to pass it with a simple yes or no, and no debate, and no amendments permitted. So, earlier, I believe last year, they released the part about intellectual property, which is bad enough. Instead of stimulating innovation, it locks in revenue streams and inhibits innovation. Also, then this year, they've released the business shareholder protection part of it, which basically says if a corporation perceives a nation as impeding their profits, they can take it up with a corporation, what would you call it? A corporate arbitrator. They call it ISDS. And so this is where I'm picking up with it, with my thing, my take on it. So keep tabs on WikiLeaks and try to pressure your representatives in government to reject it. So a lot of people are saying flush the TPP, and they show like a little toilet paper roll. To me, it's reject. It's a reject. So how do you enforce this ISDS, these corporate tribunals? How do you enforce their verdicts? Because the nation might just say, we're not going to listen to you. We think this verdict is ridiculous. There is something in the world called control. And control is banking, is the financial networks. The banks loan money to governments, including the American government. Banks own your government. Democracy and your vote count essentially for nothing. It codifies banks and corporations as world powers. This is why governments must nationalize the banks and the Federal Reserve and the IMF and the World Bank. They have to be nationalized. Cancel the debts and cancel this control. Your time is limited. Your Congress or your Parliament are all ready and prepared to surrender. They will surrender, you and your future generations, if any. Them that do evil in the dark. And this is all about darkness. It's as dark as it gets. Ask now to see this agreement, the PDF file, the paper, whatever it is. You have to speak up now or surrender your nation and your family to the new dark ages. Now, kind of as more information on this, I also had come up with this little bit, my rant. One might ask, how can the corporate kangaroo court enforce the adjudications? And I'm saying the banks, because banks are controlled. It's a worldwide network of financial control. This is why our Constitution put Congress over money, and then abdicated in 1913 to the Fed. This is the teeth of ISDS. Banks are the one world government. They know all. They intermediate every buy, every sell, every work, everything. Going cashless is their final nail in your coffin. Cash is uncontrolled, and they can see banks abolishing cash and barter. I can see the banks abolishing cash and barter with this as well. No uncontrolled economy permitted. If we are to fight this, we must nationalize the banks, dissolve the debts, and disintermediate banking from the economy. Do it now, or embrace the new dark ages. The age of surveillance, control, and finally, elimination. No one told me this. I just sort of worked it out. And so, please contact your governments and let them know to reject these trade agreements. TPP or TTIP as the case may be. And so, until later, we'll be seeing you.